Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders seeing what's current. Okay, so this is another Diddy installment because I gotta get paid. That's just the facts. I was gonna do short stories. I may do short stories in the future, but I want to get a stronghold. I want to get a good positioning before I, expand the Skylar Saunders seeing universe, I guess you can say. I'm within the haterverse, so it's about getting that money and whatever is popping at the time. And this comes back from a few days, but I still think it's should be included. I wanted to talk about J-Lo yesterday, so I'm not going to talk about her today, even though that was what happened yesterday, and this has happened about 2 days ago. But I wanted to just make sure I had this on record because one of the women actually was named, and that's seemingly rare. I don't think too many people have been named in the civil suit. A lot of people have been Jane Doe and John Doe and things of that nature. So I wanted to say her name is one moment. LaTroya Grayson. LaTroya Grayson. She alleges that she was at a black party, essentially where everybody's wearing black, and maybe Diddy probably was wearing white, to stand out amongst everybody wearing black. But she allegedly blacked out. She lost all her money except $20. She lost her underoos, her underwear, and her clothes, and she had pain in her womb section and her inner thighs. So she woke up in the hospital the next day, and she has receipts. She's got different things that she has a claim that go with it. She was her underwear was missing. She was barefoot. The money was gone, like I said. And an anonymous female caller threatened her against taking action against Combs regarding the alleged assault. So she probably was scared the whole time until everybody else was like, "Oh well, let me pile on my story. Let me say my piece. Let me say my way of what happened." So it looks like what happened is in regard to the violations of different things like the RICO, the civil suits. She was she won a contest in Tulsa, 105.3 KJAM's FM, which granted them an all-access paid trip to one of Combs' parties in New York City. So she was one of the 25th callers. Woo, woo, 100th callers. Woo, woo, yeah. And we all know from Mr. Troy Starts Running, that's all fake. They said, if you can scream the most, if you can yell the most, you'll get tickets to the show, and you'll be loud and proud and say all kinds of things, and you will be part of the show. So let me see who got excuse me, says hi. Unhinged Clip says Freddy Krueger. I don't know, that's really random. Gameplay of the Beast. Hi. Unhinged Clip, it's not fake. Okay. I didn't say it was fake. I just said it was really random. Junior Wrangle says hi. So, stick around. Don't just come in and say hi and leave. Stick around so I can get these views up. I'm trying to get these views. Let's go. So she was a radio, but she has alleged that Atlantic Records facilitated the event and organized her travel, lodging, and transportation. Following the alleged incident, she reported experiencing, I'll call it womb pain, but chose not to inform law enforcement due to fear and confusion. Grayson has accused Combs and several other parties, including his Bad Boy Record entertainment label, Atlantic, and Tulsa radio station. So she's grabbing everybody into this. Tulsa radio station and Delta Airlines, even Delta Airlines, of being part of a RICO enterprise, asserted that they are 100% liable for Combs' alleged conduct. Can't make this stuff up, kids. This is facts. What's up, Dustin Ricketts? What's up? I sub. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Gizzard101 says balls. Okay. I guess he just wanted me to say, I got you to say balls. Okay, great. Stick around. Let's get up to 800 to 500 viewers in the live. Let's see if we can do that. Let's get up to 5,000 viewers in the live. I got 5 viewers right now. I got 7 likes. That's crazy right now. It's only been 6 minutes and 7 likes. I get 3 likes in a whole hour sometimes. So I appreciate you. Salute to everybody that's in the room right now. I appreciate you. I don't think any of my subscribers are in the room right now, even though the link went up on their mobile devices or whatever devices they have. But anyway, yeah, Grayson, yeah. LaTroya Grayson, she is going after. This is gonna shoot. I'm not gonna try to say it, but I might get sued. Just I'm not trying to get a lawsuit, but you know, it's just like everybody's getting sued. You know, she's trying to take down the radio station, the Delta Airlines, at the label Atlantic. And this is what I found on Jeopardy. So you can learn a lot on Jeopardy. Let me see, Rico. Hold on. There's a reason why there's a such thing as Rico. I got 10 likes, but not a lot of viewers. And they said the Rico. I'm trying to look for it. I'm looking for it right now. Gangster movie. Some kind of gangster movie. I can't find it. I thought I was gonna say something, you know, interesting, but it doesn't matter. LaTroya Grayson. LaTroya Grayson. She is one of the latest victims in the whole Diddy collapse. Just complete and utter fall from grace. Just completely just disrespected his whole life. You know, single-handedly. Not single-handedly. He had helps too. But he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, United States of America. Had to say it like that. He's currently confined. He's currently behind bars, but he's an innocent man. Diddy is innocent. He's never been convicted of a single crime, not even a misdemeanor. He's never been convicted. Not once. I can't find it. All right, I was looking for it, but yeah, LaTroya Grayson. She is the latest person, or one of the latest people to come forward with her story about blacking out at a black party and completely going off, you know, and not understand. Oh, they took back a like. Okay, that was interesting. Took back a like. Keep doing real premium urban news work. I will, cause you keep contributing money to my account. I appreciate that, sir. Respect to you. Salute. So, that is the latest thing that I can think of. I can't think of too many other people. She that's the thing. She was probably yelling and screaming. I want tickets to go see Diddy. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is great. This is woo. She gets to the party. It's a party. Yeah, I got you, Christopher. I got you. But it's a party. It's a black party. It's a blackout party for her. She blacked out. She couldn't remember what happened the night before. That is it's a very similar story. But she's going after everybody. Atlantic Records, Tulsa radio station, Delta Airlines, 100% liable for Combs' alleged content. Now, that's very simple, I think, to say. It's not gonna. She's just trying to grab and run away with everybody else, but it's not likely that she's going to sway the favor of the courts to say that all these different entities were responsible for Diddy's alleged actions. So, and then and a Jane Doe, I don't have her name. A Jane Doe said from Louisiana, she's represented by Tony Busby. Jay-Z called an ambulance chaser, filed a lawsuit on the same day accusing Combs of sexually assaulting her in 1991 after they met at a charity basketball game at City College in New York. According to the filing, the claims she was invited to the tragic event where 9 individuals lost their lives in a stampede by a rapper. When he was unavailable, she alleges she was introduced to Combs in a makeshift dressing room where he sexually assaulted her while his bodyguard stood watch on the other side of the door. Doe is pursuing compensatory damages for her injuries and emotional suffering, along with punitive damages related to the alleged assault. Her attorney, Busby, has initiated nearly 20 lawsuits on behalf of alleged victims, including minors, who claim that Combs sexually assaulted them over a span of 30 years. 11 likes, 4 views. I'm okay with that. Okay, we go up to 6 likes. Why is it not 60 likes? Why isn't, or excuse me, 60 viewers? Why isn't 600 views? Why isn't it 6,000 viewers? Let's share this whole thing around. I got my sweater on. I don't have my usual attire. I got my green shirt. Still got the black hat. You gotta have the black hat. Fear of a black hat. And I have a new story up called Little Hats. It's my first short story, over 300 words in 23 days. I think 22 days, 20 something like that. This month has been involved in a legal. This month he has been involved in legal dispute with Sean Carter, known as Jay-Z, after filing an amended lawsuit for a client who alleges that both the music mogul and Combs assaulted her in 2000 when she was 13. Okay, that's the 13-year-old we were talking about. Those are the charges though: racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation for the purpose of prostitution. Those are the 3. Those are the big 3. Those are the big 3 charges. The only 3 charges, actual charges, over 120 lawsuits, civil cases, but crimes. And I think they're federal. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're all federal. Federal crimes are listed as racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation for the purpose of prostitution. That's all that is there, but they carry a weighty price. If he's found guilty of all of them, he can face life imprisonment. And that will dampen his style, to put it lightly. It's already dampening his style and his way of life that he's used to, eating pheasants and quail and caviar and lobster tails and cracked crabs. He's used to that. He's not used to, stale, moldy bread and damp peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and moldy different turkey, and just he's not used to that. It's not part of his whole lifestyle. So it just rests on the idea that he is still innocent, though. We have to really recognize that fact. We have to recognize that as a truth. That's the way our criminal justice system functions. You are innocent until proven guilty. And they don't even say innocent in the law room, in the court. They say not guilty or guilty. They don't say innocent or guilty. They say not guilty or guilty. Those are facts. That's reality. That's the truth about all of this. And it has to be explored. It has to be negotiated. It has to be recognized. Because it looks very, very bad. Just to say, in light terms, it looks extraordinarily precarious, to put it in different terms. All these civil suits, and then the Cassie video, and the 3 charges, they must hang over his head like a broken halo. It must be difficult for his psychology. He's getting visited by psychiatrists regularly in the prison system. It's serious. These are serious charges. These are serious allegations. And what is it? What is it though? Is it just the piling on? Is it just the way people want to say, oh yeah, well, he did do this to me back in 1993. I remember I was at the studio. I was at Daddy's house. I was what? Like, who's telling the truth? One person. I mean, is everybody telling the truth, really? Everybody saying exactly the truth, the reality? Or are they just trying to get a payday? And that's a big payday. Diddy's worth a good $400 to $800 million. That's known. He was getting money like it was going out of style, to say a cliche. He was getting money hand over fist. He was getting buku cash. But he's still innocent. He's still innocent. Until that gavel bangs, it says, or until the jury says, actually, the jury, the foreperson says, we, the jury, find the defendant blank. Will they find him? What? Innocent or not guilty? Guilty? Who knows? Will the images of he and Diddy and Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, will they resurface in their minds? Will that play out in their minds the entire time? And Diddy's legal team was fighting, and trying to say, the prosecution knew ahead of time and knew about the video before everybody else did, and leaked it to CNN, and CNN posted it, of course, and of course the whole world caught it virally. This is the age we are in right now. This is the hip hop Me Too. There weren't too many. There were a few. The closest one I think in hip hop was Russell Simmons. We all know what Russell Simmons did. He hightailed it. Hightailed it to Bali. He said, you know what? You're not going to get me. Y'all can get all them, you can get Charlie Rose. You can get Garrison Keillor. You can get criminally Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. You can get all of them. You're not getting me. You bled my mama. You bled my papa. Won't bleed me. That was from Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. Classic Negro film from the 70s. And I got one viewer with 12 likes. I love how I don't know how this thing works. I don't know what to do. I just do it. I just do it, and it happens, or it doesn't happen. I have 12 likes with one viewer. So there's one person that's not even, what is it? 13X is my one viewer. Now that's a sweater. Yes, this is classic. This is vintage right here. This is Sunday wear. This is classical. It's classic Sunday wear, sir. Premium. 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 So, if you can 13X, tell 12 people so I can match it up with 12 likes and 12 people in the room. Because everybody's like, oh, I'm just watching for me. Knowing they got friends. I don't have friends like that. I don't have like close associates and people in my life. And I like that. That's fine with me. If I did, that'd be cool too. But I just don't. I think everybody else, I just think so. I think everybody else has tens of friends, a lot of friends. I think that the Facebook effect was, very poignant, and the friendship kind of question. Are you my friend on Facebook? Well, we're not friends in real life, IRL. So it's a difference. Yeah. So we got LaTroya Grayson and Jane Doe. Why is Jane Doe and LaTroya Grayson? LaTroya Grayson, I think, is because I think it's a lawsuit, but I think the reason why she used her name instead of saying Jane Doe is because she has, let me make sure, let me find it. The lawsuit includes photos of receipts, plane tickets, and images reportedly taken at the event. Grayson states that she consumed less than 2 drinks served by staff and woke up at St. Vincent's Medical Center in New York. So those 2 drinks allegedly, later back on flat on a hospital bed without her, her probably with a hospital gown and her belongings in a plastic bag or something like that, ready, for her. And they weren't many because her underwear was missing, her money was missing. She only had $20 to her name after the event. I'll just say that whatever happened, whatever event occurred. And are these people getting? I remember the Cosby. Does anybody else remember the Cosby's episode? Not the Cosby's show episode, but the Cosby episode, the Cosby saga, the debacle, when the women got together and they hugged and they cried and they said, "Yes, we got him," and then look, years later he's free. What are their thoughts? What are they thinking? What's going on in their minds? I just want to know. Is 13X, are you still in here? Are you still in here? Are you one of the 2? I see 2 people in the viewer. I see 2 people. 13X, are you here? This black party, white party, black party. You white out, you black out. You don't know what happened to you. Your clothes are missing. Your private parts are painted. It gets serious. It gets thick. It gets really thick. It gets thick. That is the reality of knowing that you could be a victim. You go in it willingly, knowing that you could be a victim. She wanted some radio station tickets. Oh my God, I won, we won, woo, woo, woo. All that. Just to see, wow, was it really worth winning those tickets? And so she said, oh, well, they gave me the ticket, so I'm suing the radio station. I'm suing Delta Airlines. I'm suing Atlantic. It's their fault that I was in this predicament. It's their fault. Not just Diddy, but everybody. Everybody's going down. Everybody's going down. I'm going to look for this again. Little Caesar, Little Caesar, Rico Bendello, played by Edward G. Robinson. It says, despite the film's huge success, the book's author, W.R. Burnett, was furious that no actual Italians were cast in the film. Speculation has it that a federal anti-organized crime law, the Racketeering Influence Corrupt Organization Act, or RICO, got its acronym from Edward G. Robinson's character. If you didn't know that, now you know. That's the RICO laws. RICO. Just in case you didn't know that, I thought that was an interesting little tidbit. The racketeering. Little Caesar. Little Caesar. That is really a sad thing to contemplate. The fact that Diddy is just completely bereft of all understanding of who he is and what he's about right now. He doesn't even know who he is right now. I'm sure, allegedly. He can't even look himself in the mirror, allegedly. On the metal mirror they got, hooked up to the sink and the toilet. He can't even face himself, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just saying metaphorically. How can he even understand it? And the thing is with his family, the family is most supportive. They're very much behind him. Pause. They're not interfering in anything. They're not trying to hype up the set. They're just trying to be supportive as much as possible and advocates for him. That's how he's rolling with this. That's how this is going to a different level, because he's able to find out ways to say that he is not guilty. He's pleading not guilty. He didn't say, "Oh, guilty on that one at least." I mean, sexual assault. Yeah, I was guilty on that. I was guilty on that. No, he didn't say that. He said not guilty to racketeering, not guilty to sexual assault, and not guilty to transportation for prostitution. He said not guilty on all three charges. And that's bold. And putting up $50 million, that's bold for bail. I don't even. Was that some kind of record? Because I've never heard of that before. Has anybody put up more than $50 million for bail or a bond? Who has put up more than that? Who has put up more than $50 million before? I've never heard of that in my life. I heard $500,000, $1 million, maybe even $10 million, but I never even heard of anything $20 to $50 million just to get out of prison. And to top it all off, he was denied 3 times. 3 times. It was like 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes out. You're out of there. That's amazing to me. I'm just in a different world with this whole situation. I'm completely in a different world. Completely. Because it's just, it's such a reversal of what he really represented. Like I said, he's not anything really. He's not a great rapper. He's not a great singer. He's not a great dancer. He's not a great manager. He's not a great producer. But he takes every one of those pieces and more. I mean, CEO, everything else like that, and makes it into a one cohesive whole. And you get Diddy. You get an amazing powerhouse of energy. He just had energy. And I think one of the things he had to do was, like I said this before in the previous broadcast, like he had to hunker down, go over legal documents, go over different pages and stuff like that. He was just like This is boring me. I don't feel like doing this. This is corny. I don't like it. Hold on one moment. All right, I'm back. So he had the freak offs. Now, I'm not saying that he participated in anything illegal that hasn't been determined yet, but he wanted to have some kind of outlet, some kind of way of getting all that off his chest. That's part of the legal findings as well. Having his bare chest out and during one of the sexual allegation charges. But he's a businessman. So business is like lawyers, accountants, and a bunch of people. You're signing documents, and did you read it? Did you read everything that was supposed to be read? He probably didn't. Allegedly, I don't know. Maybe he didn't sign everything. Everybody's talking about conspiracisms like the Diageo, if that's how you pronounce it, Diageo, the beverage company, the liquor company, where he sued them, and they're like, oh really? Oh, you gonna sue me? You gonna sue us? We're gonna make sure your life is gonna be completely upended, and that's exactly what happened. That's what happened, but that's not necessarily the case. That may not have been the case. It's all legend. That's all conspiracism. So if there was ever a time for somebody to definitely look into whether Diddy is innocent or not, it's now, because he is in fact innocent. Until the court date, until the day that gavel pounds on, what do they call it? Hold on, the gavel and block. Okay, it's a block. Sound block. Okay, they call it a sound block. Okay, it's a block. Okay, good to go. I just didn't even know what it was. That is the seriousness of all of this. That's how reality works, you know? Is it karma for Diddy, though? Is it karma? Is it karma? I don't know. Maybe it's karma, maybe it's not. I have 0 viewers right now. That's very good. I have to slog on. People are going to come back. It's going to be like 1, 2, 1, 2. I have 12 likes. I just love the fact that I have 12 likes and 0 viewers. Well, for now, let me get my viewers, get them back online with my advertisements. LifeStrongApparel.com. LifeStrongApparel. You can get dog treats, moss treats. You can get purple, raw sea moss. You can get a pound of wild crafted raw sea moss. You can get Life-Strong sea moss gel, and you can even get snapbacks with the Life-Strong Apparel on the Life-Strong Apparel logo on them. So definitely go to LifeStrongApparel.com, and once you make your purchases, you can go to the checkout and put in SKYLER10 or Skyler10 and get 10% off all your purchases. So make sure you do that, and let me know, let Mr. Peng know that this goofy guy Sky Saunders definitely recommended you to his site. Okay, back to Diddy. Let me see. Law and Crime usually has, they have the best updates. They have pretty good updates. It's the Law and Crime Network I watch on YouTube. They have Long Crimes, The Rise and Fall of Diddy official trailer. Ooh. It's probably scandalous. And we can't forget about Luigi Mangione. There's a connection between he and Diddy. They have the one Diddy's lawyer is married to Mangione's lawyer, so there's just a little slight connection there. You know, that's interesting. And it's just the interesting thing about New York City, the fact that they have so many different ideas already displayed. So yeah, so Jay-Z and Diddy, you know, together, you know, here goes my one viewer. There's always one viewer, and then it's gonna go down to zero. It's gonna go with the one. It's gonna go down to zero again. I'm used to this now. I don't know how the levees broke. The levees just broke that 2 days, really, 3 days, kind of, and I kind of broke it again before, but that was just unprecedented. That was just a phenomenon. But anyway. Diddy being innocent means that he is completely, for the most part, for right now, not for the most part, he's totally innocent. He's totally unmarked by the criminality that he faces. I'm here for you. Appreciate it, 13X. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you. Appreciate it. Now, if you're really here for me, dog, you put up 5, 10 people that you know that they're in this that could be on this live. Make sure you let them know too. Everybody gets quiet after that. They're like, oh, okay. Oh, he's got the salute. See, he didn't say anything. He didn't say any words. He just puts up the salute. He knows 37 people that could be in this live right now, but he's keeping it real quiet, keeping it to himself. Be selfish, and that means to spread the word. Be selfish. Be rational. Don't keep it to yourself. That's selfless. Don't just keep it to yourself. That's unselfishness. I don't have friends. Everybody has friends. I don't have friends. I have friends, but I have acquaintances and I have associates. But I don't have like buddy call them on the phone. Let's go do this. Let's go that. You know, and not just like do that and do this, but you know, have morals and guidance and parameters and thinking and you know understanding and respect and just an affinity towards them. You know, like you're like their kin. That's what I'm talking. Oh, I got to 4 people. Okay, 4 people are in here. 12 likes. Let's get it to 14 likes then. Why not? 4 people are in here. I'm not mad. It went up to I think 12. I think 12 viewers it was at one time. They come in and they say some goofy stuff and then they leave. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's so strange. Yeah, this is pretty serious stuff. Miss I forgot her name. I can't even look it up anymore. Hold on. Oh my god. What's her goddamn name? I was looking up so much stuff. That ain't it. Here we go. LaTroya Grayson. LaTroya Grayson has a name. Friends are backstabbers. Well, yeah. If you have friends, you definitely have a backstabber in your life somehow. They'll take your girl. They'll take your money. They'll take something from you. But that's not always the case. Not everybody that has friends has backstabbers. That's not the truth. I was just putting some sauce on it. But this is, to my knowledge, this is the closest I've gotten to some credible evidence, or close to being credible evidence. She's got photos of receipts, plane tickets, and images reportedly taken at the event. Who else has that? I mean, but does that mean anything? Does that have any bearing on the case? Just because you have photos and receipts and plane tickets, does that really give you any, you know, grounding? Does that give you any sense of things that are actually true or reality? But nobody really talks about that. Nobody talks about receipts, so I have to give her enough credit and her name being said. She's like what's his name? Lil Rob, something like that. His name is said. But we have to talk also about we have to talk about the various people. Kalina Harper. Kalina Harper is a down A B. She's a down ass B. She she is all for she's all for Diddy. She's completely in Diddy's camp. Nothing can stop her. She's all the way up. Everything she's done with Diddy is has been above board. To her, in her words, I don't know if she says that specifically, but she's not saying that anything that he did was below standards. But now, it looks like a month ago, Kalina Harper accused of paying off Diddy accused of paying off Kalina Harper, new evidence suggests. And this is a month ago. I didn't even realize that. Kalina Harper accuses Cassie of using weird drugs, calls Dawn Richard a weird bee in new interview. That was a month ago. So this is old news. This is real old news. But I'm just amazed because nobody is saying anything. They're either quiet and not saying anything, or they're saying something against Diddy. Punchy. No, I wasn't. Who's this? Diddy is not innocent. Okay. Punchy. How do you know you were there? No, I wasn't there, but he's guilty for sex trafficking. Okay, on my channel, you can't say that because he's not guilty. He's innocent. And like I said, until the gavel bangs, he is completely innocent of all 3 charges. He's an innocent man. You are innocent until proven guilty. Where's the proof beyond a reasonable doubt? Exactly. Where is it? Give me the proof. I need evidence. I need DNA. I need samples. I need concrete evidence. Concrete proof. Punchy. So that's what I need. I need that in my life. Okay, prove it. Well, how is he guilty? Did the jury say we the jury found the defendant not guilty or guilty of the all charges? Has the jury said that? Have they said we find Sean P. Diddy Combs guilty on every charge? Diddy has 3 sons that fly their girlfriends in all the time. That doesn't make him a sex trafficker. Facts. This is facts. 13X, you're on a roll, sir. You're cooking. Cook 13X. Cook. I'm not. I had to go at Punchy because he's on my channel. Saying some crazy stuff, saying that Diddy's guilty, and he has no proof and no evidence to say that Diddy's guilty. You lack that. Diddy won't see 2025. Why do you say that, Punchy? Why did he say he won't see 2025? Is it because he may have the monster, as I pointed out in a previous post? What are you saying? What's wrong? Oh, I'm a woman. Okay, I don't know. Punchy sounds kind of either way. All right, well, young lady or woman, salute to you, but you have to check out the reality of the situation. Diddy is innocent right now. Punchy, ma'am, he's innocent. He is definitely innocent. He has committed no crime, not even a misdemeanor. And he would be convicted if he had all these. I have spiritual gifts. I see the vision. Well, I don't believe in spiritual gifts beyond your own mind and creating things through your consciousness. I don't believe in mysticism, anything of that nature. There are no I've seen the vision. There is no seen vision. There's either hard, concrete facts and evidence, or there's just hearsay and nothing. That's not even mental health. Well, I have bipolar disorder, so that's not even mental health. That's something different. That's mysticism. That's not mental health. 13X. You believe in a hellhound. That's what Diddy is. Can you prove he's a hellhound, my lady? Young woman? Young lady? How can you prove he's a hellhound? How can you say he's a hellhound? What evidence do you have? What concrete DNA, hard copies, something serious, damning evidence do you have? What do you possess? Mysticism can lead to psychosis, and so can extreme religion and even meditation. I cannot vouch for that, 13X. I don't know if I believe you, if I can, advocate for what you just said. That could be a totally different discussion. But Punchy, my lady, female friend, a friend to none of you, but okay, Punchy says, what evidence do you have that he's innocent? The fact that the criminal justice system calls him innocent, he's innocent right now. What charges have been leveled against him that he is said to be convicted of? I'll wait. Tell me what he's been convicted of. Just give me the convicted charges. Charges that he was found convicted of. I'll wait. And you're innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. So I don't need evidence. Innocent is a natural state of being. I think so. That sounds about right. I mean, unless you're not innocent, then it's a different state of being, wouldn't it be? Mrs. Punchy, young man. I called you ma'am. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. Oh my! How did you find my page? Did you just look up through the vertical scroll, the vertical roll? I guess it's called. I can't remember what they call it. It's vertical something. How did you find me, Mrs. Punchy, ma'am? Did you look through Diddy videos and said, "Oh my God, he said Diddy is innocent"? Did you do that? Did you have did you clutch your pearls? Oh my Lord! No, where you go? No. Have a blessed Christmas. Where are you going? Stay on. I asked you a question. You don't have to prove anybody's innocent. Exactly. You have to prove their guilt. Exactly. You're innocent until proven guilty. You're not guilty until proven innocent. Yes, scrolling. Okay. Well, make sure you check. You know, if you go out, make sure you bring in 7 to 8 more people, maybe 10 or 12. That'd be great. I appreciate you, Mrs. Punchy, and I hope you do have a blessed Christmas. Even though I'm an atheist, still have a great Christmas. It's the season. It's like what the Bible says: peace and goodwill towards men, and also commercialism. That's what it's all about. Commercialism. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So 13 Acts seems like the only person in here. We're just gonna have a conversation, sir. For the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk that ish. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna say, you know, Diddy's innocent. He gonna say, all right. And I'm gonna be like, well, Diddy, he was the ruler of the city, huh? He was running and he stopped the gunning. He didn't have it in 1999, but now he isn't doing fine. What's going on in his mind? What is he doing? Is he doing it all for self? Or is he doing it because he's selfless? I think the latter's true, and I think you do too, but you just don't know how much he has in store for himself. He has a way of being very crafty, very clever, but will the smarts of the jury and the judge rule the day? Well, we got 5 months, less than maybe 4 months left until, well, I guess it's 5 months, but until we see the day that Diddy gets his day in court. We won't see it, but we'll see it on the sketches. We'll see it on the artist rendering. We'll see it when they have all the journalists report what they heard at the scene and what they saw all day during this program. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? I was messing up sometimes, but you know, the Spirit came down upon me. Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and the worshiper is in me. Have a great Krampusnacht. 13X, I will not celebrate Krampusnacht because I understand he does have some kind of redeeming qualities, but I think he's overall, you know, not the fat. I like the fat Holly Jolly Coca-Cola polar bear, you know, Santa Claus. I like him with the red suit and the gray hair. I don't care if he's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Eurasian. I don't care what he is. As long as he's fat and jolly and happy and giving kids toys. And like I said, the movie, The Santa Claus, I was just watching it last night. It just jumped at me. I mean, when you watch something and you kind of don't forget and you watch it again, you're like, wow, this is dated. This is, oh, would that be possible in today's culture? Would they say that? Like, it was crazy. But one time he said, fax me. I was like, damn, whoa, we really going back in time now. He said, fax me. I was like, damn, this is some cold mess. So, I'm watching it with my dad, and I'm just, you know, taking in everything that was going on, and it just struck me. It just really struck me as something that was, you know, pertinent to the truth and the reality of it all. But watch Red One with the Rock. Yeah, I plan on watching Red One. I heard it did terrible at the theater, but it blew up on Netflix, which is expected. I think everybody's going to Netflix more so than the theaters anymore. But when you get enough money, if you get your money up, you can afford a theater for your own house. Get your money right. That's what I'm saying. La 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 la. Get what you like. Get my money right. Like, get your money right. Get your money right, and you'll be able to have all those different things that you want. Like, you can have your own theater system. You can get up and pause the movie whenever you want. You can get some snacks. You can go to the bathroom. You can come back and watch the movie. It's all about the money, kids. It's all about this mother money. It's what it's all about. Anybody can tell you different, but you learned it from me, from right here. It's all about the money. Don't get it confused. Especially in the United States of America, we're the weirdest country ever. All this abundance, everything. We drop food on the floor and we throw it away. Just drop the food on the floor and you throw it away. And in another country, they would prize that food. They would, hover over it and maybe pray over it, using their mysticism. But then they'll pick it up and eat it. Why don't we pick it up and eat it? I don't understand that. I pick it up here, drop food on the floor, pick it up and eat it. Take a chance, take a risk. And what is the risk? What is the chance? Very minimal that you get some kind of disease or something like that. And if so, okay, so that's what it is. I got a flesh-eating disease now. That was the risk I took for just dropping food on the floor, which has minimal, very small chance of contracting some kind of disease or virus or bacteria or fungi. So, but anyway, I'm watching the Santa Claus. I'm watching the Santa Claus, and I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, dang, this is really 90s. You can't say stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that. If you say that, then somebody's gonna get offended, and this is a child's movie. This is a kid's movie. I think it was a Disney movie. Let me make 100% sure. $1994. It is a Disney movie, Santa Claus. Let me see what numbers it did. I think it did good numbers. Made for $22 million, took in $190.3 million. Then had the Santa Claus 2, 2002. Made for $65 million, took in $172.9 million. So a little less. And Santa Claus 3, I think, did very little. Box office, $110 million. So it's took in, 9 figures. So I gotta give you credit for that. But that was crazy. I mean, Santa Claus 3 the Escape Clause is 2006. And the second one, Santa Claus 2, was 2002. But it was just a trip. It was kind of a trip. It was a bit of a trip, going back in time. But what I will not do is go back in time on the show. I can't go back in time. I can only congratulate the people that have witnessed my greatness on this show. And salute to Beha Jackson, BeeJackson 5478. He's the original Doughboy, the younger version on Boys in the Hood. And he has a channel where he talks about sardines on the grill. And he talks about female strippers. And he's talking about fried chicken. So if you like any or all of those things, check him out. Get his subscribers up. And also Dot Focus, DOTFOCUS_. He's got Call of Duty. He's got weapons. He's got rifles. He's got sniper rifles. And he has a fun time. He's not shooting up any schools, mosques, temples, churches, theaters, concerts, gay bars, none of that stuff. So salute to him and respect his gameplay. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care.